Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. The fit for this video is the man without fear. Let's take a look at a video.
Our Father's name is not Yahweh. This is a false pagan mistranslation.
All right, let's see it.
There is no W or E in ancient Hebrew.
This is just wildly uninformed. A consonant that we would transliterate as W is the Vav. There's even a word in Exodus. It is overwhelmingly used in the plural, but it's a word for hook, and it is spelled Vav Vav. If there were no W and those were just vowels, you would just have a word with two vowels, which is nonsensical. Words in ancient Hebrew were made up of combinations of consonants and vowels. And when it comes to vowels, there are several vowel sounds that we would transliterate as an E, from the tsere and the tsere yod to the segul and the segul yod and even the hatef segul. So this is wildly uninformed, and this content creator very clearly doesn't know the first thing about Hebrew.
Also, when you search up Yahweh, there's going to be all sorts of pagan images and pagan deities that pop up.
So that coin was minted by a Persian administration, and while the three letters there could be read as Yod He Vav, a variation on the Tetragrammaton, the divine name, it is probably actually Yod He and a form of Dalet, and it probably spells Yehud, because we have other coins that were minted by Persian administrations that are designating the territory of Yehud. So that's probably what's going on here. But the fact that Google searches turn up pagan imagery has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on how the Tetragrammaton was pronounced anciently.
Now, if you go to the concordance at H3068, you will find Yod, He, Uah, He. There's no W or E in the Hebrew. You have the Uah.
So this is nonsense, and this chart is the creation of a man named Lou White, who does not have any relevant training or expertise, but started up this movement that's associated with Hebrew roots and things like that. But this is pure and utter nonsense. There are absolutely no experts in Hebrew who would begin to take this seriously.
Which will be pronounced in Hebrew, the English transliteration, Yahuah. Yahuah.
So it could not have been pronounced that way anciently, because if we're taking the Vav of the Tetragrammaton as a shurek, as the long U vowel, then there has to be a consonant that follows after. You cannot follow a vowel with another vowel, except in certain circumstances that do not obtain here. And so it could be Yahuah, but it could not be Yahuah, because you cannot have the vowel coming before the He. Now, Yahuah could be the pronunciation if you have another Vav there that is understood as the W consonant, but you can't have Yahuah the way the Tetragrammaton is spelled.
We can confirm this by looking at Judah's true name, which is Yahudah. That's where we get the U in Judah. We don't say Yahweh or Yeda. We say Yahudah. You have Yod, He, Uah, Daleth, He, which is the exact same as the Father's name, just with a Daleth added in right here.
And that pronunciation is possible because the Dalet is that consonant that breaks up the interpretation of the Vav as the vowel shurek and the long A quality vowel that you want to have after. Without the Dalet, you cannot have a shurek followed by an A quality vowel, followed then by the He. You would have to pronounce the He before the long A quality vowel, and that's just not how the Tetragrammaton would have been pronounced.
Yahudah literally means worshiper or praiser of Yahuah.
No, it doesn't. It just means praise or thanksgiving.
And the Savior's name is not Yeshua. If the Father's name is Yahuah, it'd be literally impossible for the Savior's name to be Yeshua, because Yahushua said in John 5:43, Yahukanon, I have come in my Father's name, and you have not received me. But if someone else comes in his own name, you will receive him. I wonder who that is.
So saying he has come in his Father's name does not mean he has come with his Father's name as his own name. It just means that that is the authority by which he does what he does.
If you go to the concordance at H3091, you will find the Savior's name, Yod, He, Uah, Shin, Ayin. We have that Yod, He, Uah at the beginning. Yahu, right? That's the beginning of the Father's name. And then the other part of Yahusha's name, if you look in the concordance, is Yasha, which means salvation, deliverance. So you add those two together, Yahuah and Yasha, you get Yahuah is salvation, Yahusha.
It's pronounced Yehoshua, and that's the Hebrew form that we generally transliterate as Joshua. Now, Jesus' name comes from an Aramaic form of that, which is just Yeshu or Yeshu. It's a shortened form, and it could include the Tetragrammaton in the name. It could be Adonai is salvation, but it could also just be the Aramaic word for salvation.
31% of the world confesses themselves to be a Christian. That's 1/3 of the world calling upon this name, Jesus.
The majority of those Christians don't speak English, so they don't say Jesus' name according to the English transliteration. Some of them actually speak Aramaic.
Acts chapter 2:21 says, "It shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of Yahuah shall be saved."
Acts 2:21 says absolutely no such thing whatsoever. It was composed in Greek, and it refers to onomakiriou, or the name of the Lord.
The scriptures are clear, guys. There's one name, one name. If this video has helped you, edified you, please drop a like and a comment. Go do some prayer, some research, and call upon the name of Yahuah, the name above every name. Don't forget to like, comment, follow. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nah, I'm good.